Hello, I'm Malcolm Duffy, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about the story behind the story and how I came to write Sofa Surfer. I think homelessness is a subject that we all know a lot about. Unfortunately, it's never out of the newspapers. But I wanted to look at a different angle to it. Those homeless people we never see, those who move from house to house, the sofa surfers. There are reputed to be over 10,000 of them alone in the UK. So how did I go about finding and creating this story? Well, first of all, I knew I needed to do a lot of research. I knew a little bit about homelessness from my work in advertising. I used to work on the shelter account, but I knew I needed to speak to a lot more people. I spoke to Crisis, I spoke to Centrepoint and to Shelter, and I spoke to some local charities. Simon on the Streets in Leeds and Kingston Church's Action on Homelessness in Kingston. And thankfully, due to these charities, I got to meet an awful lot of homeless people. And they were very interesting characters, and they told me about their lives and how they'd come to be homeless. And I think a lot of people have got a preconception of what homeless people are like, and this, I guess, blew away all my preconceptions or any thoughts I had about them, because they came from all stratas of society. And somebody once said you could be only 2 weeks away from being homeless, that a lot of people actually had good jobs and suddenly they found themselves without a safety net and suddenly they were on the streets. But I think there was one common denominator that united all these people, and it was the fact that they didn't have any family to fall back on, because I guess all of us, we think if we got into a difficult situation, there'd be someone, in our family we could call upon. But for these people, and I guess for many throughout the UK, they don't have that particular safety net. So their stories actually helped me create my story, the story of Spider, a young girl who literally moves from house to house, from sofa to sofa, who hasn't got that family support. But it's not just about her, it's about a young boy and the lengths he goes to help her. And that's Sofa Surfer. I hope you enjoy it.